hello from Knokke in Belgium. Now the Dutch border is about 8.5 kilometres that way, but we're not going into the Netherlands. We are travelling down the Belgian coast to Panne, which is about 1.5 kilometres from the French border. So we're taking the longest tram line in the world, 42 miles, 67 kilometres on the Coast Tram. So let's see how we get on. Here's another look at today's route from Knokke along the Belgian coast down to Panne, and we'll be travelling on a CAF Urbos 3 which can carry 187 passengers at a maximum speed of 42 miles per hour. So let's go and get our tickets. So Mrs. Tim's Travels, you're going to get the tickets?
Well, I attempt to.
English? Yeah.
Purchase. Day pass.
Yep.
Top one?
Yep. Bank pass. Two.
Unless you're leaving me. I suppose I have to pay.
Yes. Thanks for paying.
You're welcome. It's the only reason you take me.
Nice. So the day pass is €7.50 for an adult and €4 for a child, and that basically means we can get on and off 24 hours wherever we like, hop on, hop off the tram, which I think we'll probably do. It's 2 hours and a quarter all the way through, so we might need to break that up with lunch, for instance, perhaps, and a toilet stop. But we'll see how we get on. The service is run by the Lijn, who began operating in 1991 and are owned by the Flemish government. You can also make contactless payment with a single fare costing €2.50. The first part of the journey from Knokke takes us through some fairly industrial landscape with the port of Zeebrugge beyond, and it just sprawls for miles and miles. I mean, it's maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but there's something impressive about it. So we're going to hop off at the Haan and Zee, which I think is probably the prettiest station building on the line. So we've taken a wee detour. We've gotten off the tram at the Haan and Zee. There are 67 stops between Knokke and Panne, so I think even for the most hardcore tram fan that'd be pretty tough to watch. But we've got off in the Haan because it had a very famous resident for a little while. So hopefully we'll be able to find his house. That's where Einstein lived for 6 months in 1933. Einstein was in the United States when Hitler came to power. He was in the US doing Einstein-y things. And when he came back, he couldn't go back to Germany because he spoke against the regime. He was Jewish, so he just couldn't go back. So friends found this place in Haan where he and his wife lived for 6 months. And interestingly, his wife was also his cousin. So not just his theories that were relative. This is a very pleasant little spot. And when we reboarded, we got the best seats in the house, so why not enjoy the views? As we make our way through Ostend, we come in contact with a little piece of Scotland that you can find in Belgium. This is the vessel Mercator, which was named after the Belgian cartographer Gerhardus Mercator, but she was constructed in Leith in Scotland and was launched in 1932. The vessel is now a floating museum. Time for an update from Mrs. Tim's Travels. So we've been on the tram for over an hour since we got back on it to Haan, so I think it's time for a seat review from Mrs. Tim's Travels. How are you finding the seat?
It's alright actually. It is what it is, it's on a tram. You're not going to get, a recliner or anything like that. But it's absolutely fine. There's padding. There's not much padding, but it's ample. I'm not feeling particularly uncomfortable after being on for an hour.
Good. How's the leg room?
It's fine. We don't have anyone sitting next to us. But I think if you're on this type of journey and there was people there, it is a bit cramped.
Yeah. But
it is a tram. So all in all, very good. So give it a thumbs up.
Good stuff. As our journey draws to a close, we find ourselves at our penultimate stop, Plopsaland. I just wanted to say the word Plopsaland. It's a theme park. Plopsaland. So that is the Kusttram, the Coast Tram done. 42 miles from Knokke to Haan. A very pleasant way to see the Belgian coast if you wanted. €7.50 each, hop on, hop off, all day, every day. Good value for money, and I think the weather got better as the further we went along, so you can't argue with that either. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have you travelled on the Coast Tram in Belgium? Please let us know in the comments, and we'll catch you again on the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.